first record I bought was probably something really like dodgy. Like, I had this thing called the Sony My First record player. I remember actually getting in trouble from my dad because I think I was trying to scratch records, not like this was some giant foreshadowing moment, but just on the thing. And I think I had like a really cheesy, like maybe Eurovision Song Contest winner. I remember being really into Duran Duran as well. And then I met John Taylor, like, it was one of the coolest things ever because he knew my first record. He was like, oh yeah, I really like Here Comes the Fuzz. And I was just in shock or whatever because I used to go to the, what do you call it here? Barber, a hairdresser here, and have a picture of like John Taylor and be like, can you cut my hair like him? She totally got it wrong and I walked out and I was like, she made me look like Nick Rhodes. Like, I was so upset. But there wasn't really much of a difference in there. Yeah, first records, Duran Duran, Eurovision Song Contest winner. Well, I was still developing my taste at that age, you know. My dad just playing the kind of music that he did around the house and just listened to like funk and soul. And he loves hip hop. He was the first one to give me, like, play me Grandmaster Flash and Furious 5, and I remember he gave me like De La Soul, 3 Feet High and Rising, their first record when I was like 9. It's like, I don't really like this, you should check it out. When I started DJing, which was 94, that was like an amazing era for hip hop, I feel like, because you had Nas, Illmatic, you had the first Wu-Tang, or around within that 2-year period, you had the first Wu-Tang record, you had the first Nas album, you had Pete Rock and CL, you had Dre and Snoop, like those first couple records coming out. The RZA, all those Wu-Tang productions, DJ Premier, the Bomb Squad, did all the Public Enemy records, and those are like my main influences. Every week I would go to this record shop called Rock and Soul in Midtown Manhattan, and there would just be like 6 or 7 12-inches, like it was really exciting, like era of hip hop. I definitely played vinyl for a good like 12 years. Then when the whole Serato thing came out and the new technology that allows you to use vinyl, but just with your laptop, you're still only as good technically as you are on vinyl. Scratching, real time, blending, mixing, all that stuff. Like, my back is so fucked for 12 years of standing like this and carrying these things through like airports and shit. So I'm quite happy and embracing with the digital revolution, at least from like a health standard. It's funny that I made the record and didn't really realize until afterwards how obsessed I've always been with covers, but anytime like you see some like record from the early 70s, like there's some obscure funk soul band and it says the name of the songs on it, you see like Hey Jude or Whole Lotta Love, and you're like, oh fuck, I want to hear what this, you know, 70s black soul band sound like playing, you know, this kind of classic song. Stevie Wonder did We Can Work It Out by the Beatles, like that was amazing. When the Isley Brothers did Fire and Rain by James Taylor and like Ohio by Neil Young. And nobody kind of does that anymore. The cover with a completely different sort of rhythm section or whatever. That links into very much the kind of basis behind my record as well.